come on over, standing at the top of our mat. I'm going to take a nice big roll out through the shoulders. One of my favourite ways to start a class. Nice big deep breath in and out. Big deep breath in and out. And one more like that. Big deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on all the way up through the arms, and then exhale, folding forward. I know my head sometimes gets a little bit cut off. I'll take a halfway lift here, and folding forward, we're going to step both legs back and come into all fours, and we're going to come into a little round of cat-cow here. So inhale, dip the belly, and then exhale to round through. Inhale, dip the belly, and then exhale, round through. We'll take a couple of rounds like that. I'm just going to adjust my camera a touch. Beautiful. Big deep breath in and out. So rounding through the spine. Beautiful. Big deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Staying here on all fours. We've got one more round here. Inhale and exhale to round through. Take this into a little funky cat-cow here. So turning it on around in whatever angles, whatever types of circles work best for you. Beautiful. Take that circle back around the other direction. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then slowly release on back. We're going to take a seat on the heels here. And we're going to take about 4 or 5 deep breaths. If you need a cushion or something underneath your hips, feel free to grab that. And we'll take a couple of big deep breaths. Big deep breath in and out. Nice work. Big deep breath in and out. Beautiful. So as you breathe in here, breathing in through the nose, and then exhale, side out through the mouth. Big deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, side out. Inhale again. Exhale, side out. And as you side out, try and contract a little bit through your throat so it makes a bit more of an audible noise. Coming back to a neutral spine here. Inhale, lifting on up through the arms, and then we'll exhale. Take a twist around to our left. So I'm going to my left here. Inhale, lifting on up. Take a twist to the right. And inhale, lifting on up again. We'll take another twist to our left. This time, if you can, turn the head to face around behind you. Take a little stretch through the neck as well. So inhale, lifting on up again. Exhale, twisting around to your right again. Look around behind you. This time, exhale, releasing on back to center. Take a roll out through the spine. And release any cushion and that kind of thing that you might be sitting on. And then coming on up. Taking a little round of cat-cow here again. Beautiful. Keep going with a couple more rounds. Pull my mat back a little bit so you might be able to see me a bit better. Take one more little round of cat-cow here. Coming back to a neutral spine here. Walk the hands about half a step forward. Tuck the toes under here and we'll push back up to our first down dog. So lifting our hips super high and take a pedal out here through the legs. That's it. Bending one knee, pushing the opposite heel down. Taking a stretch through the back of the legs here. I don't know, this one always feels really good when you take that stretch through the back of the legs in down dog. Beautiful. Taking one more breath here. Pushing all the knuckles down into the floor. Really try and draw the shoulders away from your ears here. Roll those elbow bones around and engage your lats, which are those muscles down the back of your ribs. So really engage those. Beautiful, to help keep your shoulders away from your ears. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Then inhale, lifting on up to tiptoes. We're going to walk the feet all the way forward to meet our hands. Beautiful. When you arrive, take a little rag doll here. Little sway from side to side. Beautiful. And releasing the hands. Inhale, lifting all the way up to stand. Bring the hands back down to the heart center. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. One or two more breaths. That's it. Nice work. One more breath. Beautiful. Coming on back. There we go. A little bit better view there. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, we take a halfway lift here again. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. Step it back super long here. Dropping that knee down towards the floor. And then inhale, lifting on up. Getting a stretch through the hip flexors here. Or the right hip flexor anyway. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Take a twist towards your left here. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift that front arm up, and then exhale, windmill it all the way down to the mat, stepping it on back. Take a high to low plank here on your knees. Beautiful. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, rolling up to cobra. Exhale to lower. Let's go one more here. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tucking the toes on under, pushing back up to down dog. Beautiful. Take a little pedal out here through the feet. Beautiful. From here, let's lift on up through our right leg here. Bring it up towards the sky. Bend the knee open through the hip here, and then bring the knee to the nose and stepping it all the way through. Beautiful. You've got an option to drop the back knee down towards the ground, or if you're feeling energetic, you can come up into a crescent lunge already. Take another breath or two. I'm going to let my body warm up a bit more gently this morning. Taking one more breath. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat. Tuck the toes and stepping on all the way forward. Beautiful. Release that foot down. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up and bring the hands to heart center. Taking another breath or two here. Gently warming the body up. Inhale, lift the arms on up. Exhale, folding. Beautiful. Inhale, take that halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg this time. Dropping the left knee down. Inhale, lifting. Twisting towards your right. Or towards the front leg. Lift that front arm up. Reverse. And windmill it all the way down to the mat. Both hands, stepping it on back. Beautiful. Take that high to low plank here again. I'm using my knees again. Perfectly fine. Inhale to cobra. Squeeze those shoulders back. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes under. Plant the hands. Pushing back up. Strong core here. Staying in that plank position. Coming on up. Down dog. Feel that stretch to the back of your legs. And then we inhale, lifting up through the left leg here. Bend the knee, open through the hip if that feels good. Bring that knee all the way through and forward, step it through. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, lifting up, low lunge here. Beautiful. Take the hands on down towards the mat and tuck the back toes, stepping it forward. That's it. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Bring those hands to heart center again. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lift the arms on all the way up. And exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on our right leg here. Beautiful. Let's keep that back knee lifted here. Inhale, let's lift the left arm up into a twist. Exhale, release that left arm here. Rounding through the spine. Straighten through the front leg slightly. Inhale to lift on up. Little bit of a hip floss here. Rounding through, straighten slightly through the front leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale, round through. Inhale to lift. Replace the hands down on the mat. We step back to our high plank. So warming up the core here. We roll forward, over the wrists. Roll it on back. Roll it forward. Roll it back. Beautiful. From here, reset yourself. Brace the core. You can bring the knees down if you like, if they're not already. And then we exhale, lower down through low plank. Keep the hips lifted. Inhale, up dog or cobra. If you're in up dog, keep the core on to support your back. My knees are off the floor. Exhale, lift the belly back through to down dog. So as you lift the belly and lift the hips, really brace your core to help with that lift. Take one more breath here. Inhale, let's lift on up through our right leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Hover it through for a moment and then step it through. Beautiful, really starting to warm up here. Inhale, lifting on up to crescent lunge. Beautiful, nice and tall. Tall, strong posture. Take another breath or two here. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it on through. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up and hands to heart center. Taking a breath or two here. Inhale, lift the arms on up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Plant the hands. We step back on the left leg this time. Awesome. Let's take that twist. So planting left hand down, right arm lifts up. And exhale, release that right hand down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round through, straighten that right leg slightly. Inhale, looking up. Exhale to round through. Let's take one more round here. Inhale and exhale. Planting the hands on down, stepping it back to high plank. Set your feet. We roll forward, core on. Roll it back. Roll it forward. Keep the shoulders away from ears. And back. Core is on here, working strongly. Come back to neutral here. We lower the shoulders down. The shoulders come forward and down. Elbows stay over the wrists. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Lots to think about here. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up through our left leg here. Exhale, bring knee to nose. And stepping it on through. Inhale, let's lift on up, crescent lunge. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, feeling super strong. Hands release down to the mat, stepping it on forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up and hands to heart center. Taking another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. We'll do one more round of this. Stepping back, right leg. Inhale to lift. And exhale, release it on down. Beautiful. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Plant the hands, stepping back, high to low plank. Inhale and exhale. Back through to down dog. One more on this. Actually, yeah, right leg lifts on up. Bend the knee, open through the hip. Better not forget this bit. Step it on forward. Roll it through. Hover. Step. Inhale, lifting on up. Crescent lunge. Arms come up overhead. Unroll your tights if they're rolling down like mine are. First world problems, right? Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping on forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up and hands to heart center. Taking another breath or two here. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg this time. Inhale, let's lift the right arm up to that twist. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round and straighten. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round and straighten. One more. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round and straighten. Plant the hands, stepping on back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back through to down dog. Super strong here. Core stays on. Taking one more breath here. Inhale, lifting on up through the left leg. Bend the knee, open through the hip. Bring it on through. Step it through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Take another bob up and down. That's it. One more breath in and exhale. Hands releasing on down to the mat. Stepping it on through. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Hands to heart center. Take a little moment here. Allow yourself to reset. We're going to build on a little bit here into a little bit of a different flow this morning. So inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. Beautiful. From here, we're going to step on back into a high plank. So all the same here. Let's twist it on over, side plank. You can have that bottom knee on the floor if you need, or stay full length. We've done a lot of core warm up here. So lift the left arm up to the sky. Lift the top leg up if that's an option for you. Draw that top knee in towards your chest, and then step that top leg through, swivel around. Little bit of a tricky transition, so we'll take our time with it. Lifting on up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Flip and reverse. Come back to center. We reach forward. Exhale to side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift on all the way up. And from here, we windmill all the way around to the mat. And we step on back, high to low plank here. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. I'm going to walk, step or float our feet forward to the front of the mat. So getting ready. If you're walking, start now. If you're floating, bend your knees and take a little pop up. Use your hands to support yourself so you land softly. Take a halfway lift and fold. Take a little ragdoll here, or you can pistol grip your big toes and pull the elbows out to the side. Take another couple of breaths here. Release the hands on down to the mat and rolling all the way up to stand. Rolling out, coming on up, taking a breath or two here into Tadasana or mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms on up. Exhale to fold. Take a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Planting the hands on down. We step back, left leg. Beautiful. Followed by the right. And set your plank. Let's go to side plank. Nice. Lifting on up. Bottom knee on the ground. If you need, take your options here. Work with your body. Lift that top leg up if it's accessible. Knee to nose, challenge your balance. Stepping it on through, working a little bit of ankle stability here as well. Beautiful, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it, nice work. Good, strong pose here. Exhale, open it out to warrior two. Beautiful, looking out over the front arm. Flip and reverse. Coming back to center, we reach to side angle. Beautiful, take another couple of breaths here. Awesome, from here, inhale, let's rise, flip reverse. Windmill all the way around to the mat, stepping it back. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, strength through the upper body. Back through to down dog. Beautiful, from here we walk, step or float those feet forward to the front of the mat. So if you're going there, we bend our knees and we bring it softly forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way back up to stand. Hands to heart center. Taking another couple of breaths here. We have another round here. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. Beautiful. This time, take a little twist here and bring that left hand down to the mat, stepping it back, high plank, reset, and tilt it, side plank. Nice work, keep those hips nice and lifted here. Lift that top leg up. Beautiful, knee to nose, stepping it on through, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Super strong here. Open out, warrior two. That's it, nice work guys. Flip and reverse. Come back to center, we reach to side angle. Beautiful, inhale, lifting on all the way up. Windmill the hands all the way down to the mat. We step it back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back through to down dog. Flipping over the toes or using your knees. Take another breath or two here. From here, inhale, lifting on up to tiptoes. We walk, step or float through to the front of the mat. Nice and soft landing if you're jumping. Take a halfway lift and fold. That's it, nice work. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Strong core here to support your low back. Hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths here. Beautiful, nice work. Inhale, lift the arms on up and folding forward. Taking a halfway lift and exhale, folding. Planting the hands, stepping back on the left leg. Beautiful, then the right leg, high plank. Hold here, stabilize. We come onto our left side. Inhale, lifting up for that side plank. Super strong core here. Lift that top leg up. Challenge your balance here. Bring the knee to the nose. Grab it if you need. Bring it on all the way through. Setting your feet up, crescent lunge. So you can wiggle your feet around to set them up if you need. Open out, warrior two. Drop the back heel down. That's it. Flip and reverse. Coming back to center, reach, side angle. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's lift and reverse. Windmill all the way around to the mat. And we step it back, high to low plank here. Inhale, And exhale, lifting through the belly, through the core. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. We walk, step, or float forward. This time, as you land softly, you've got an option to have a little bit of a play here with your crow pose. If you would like, you can bring your hands down to the mat, bring your knees to your triceps, squeezing your inner thighs into your elbows, and the hands are planted on the floor here, fingers spread wide, pushing the fingers into the floor. And lift one foot at a time if you like. You can have a little bit of a play with your crow pose. You may even find a little bit of air time here. So take another little moment here. Have another little play. And when you're ready, you can come into this little toe squat. So lifting on up, opening through the shoulders. Beautiful, taking a few little moments here. Nice work, opening up. Wobbles through the ankles, welcome. Bring the hands on down to the floor, pushing on up. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Hands to heart center. Taking a little moment here to reset. We're going to have one more little play here. We've got one more little flow, which is going to be a little bit of fun to get in an inversion today. So inhale, lift the arms on up, and exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back to high plank. It's the same flow to start off with, lifting on up, side plank. Lift that top leg, knee to chest, bring it on through. Lift it on up, crescent, open out. Inhale, and out. In to reach, out to turn. Beautiful. In to reach, and then exhale, down to the mat. Beautiful. This time we step it on back. High to low plank here. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Here's where we get a little bit different. You can drop your knees down to the floor. If you would like, we're going to bring our elbows to the floor. Option to have your palms on the floor or clasp your fingers. We're going to come on up into a dolphin pose. So pushing the hips on up. And you can start to walk your heels forward a little bit, shorter down dog on your elbows here for our dolphin pose. Nice little inversion. Really use your core muscles here. We lift on up through our right leg here for our inversion. Core stays on here. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. Brace the glutes on that right leg. One more breath, core on. Release it on down. Beautiful. Bring the knees on down, sinking on back to a child's pose. That's it. Coming on all the way back up to all fours. Tuck the toes. Pushing back up to down dog. And walk the feet all the way forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, release to our Tadasana or mountain pose if that feels better for you. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on our left leg. Followed by the right. Beautiful. Set yourself in your high plank. We roll around to our side plank. Take another breath or two here, lifting that right leg up. Knead your chest. Bring it all the way through. Lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it. Strong stance here. Open it on out. In with the breath and out. Breathing in to reach, out to turn. Inhale to rise. Exhale, releasing to the mat. Beautiful. Stepping it on back, high to low plank. We've got our second side here. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. And releasing down to the knees. Core stays on here. You can take a little round of cat-cow if you like. Release the elbows to the floor. Take the grip of your hands that works best for you. And tuck the toes under again, pushing on up into our dolphin pose. If you like, you can walk those feet further forward. Core comes on here. Lift up through the left leg here. Take a couple more breaths here. Try and keep the hips nice and level. Big core work here. One more. Release it on down. Release it on down to the mat. Back down to a child's pose. And then lifting all the way up. Beautiful. Coming into a little round of cat-cow here. Inhale to look up, and exhale to round through. So inhale and exhale. That's it. Slowly scooting yourself over to take a seat. We're going to roll on down to our back. So releasing everything on all the way down to our back. Take a little windscreen wiper side to side with your knees. And we're going to take a bridge pose here. So I'm going to offer you a couple of different options here. Bridge pose for our back bend today. So first round, we're going to go just a straight bridge here. We're going to do maybe 2 or 3 rounds, depending on how we go for time. So bring the heels in towards the butt, and knees and feet pointing straight in line with your hips. Pushing into the feet, lifting on up into a bridge pose. Keep the knees in line with one another, and if you want a little bit more, you can clasp the hands underneath your back. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. Really squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, back of legs. One more breath. Then exhale, release it on down to the mat. Taking a breath or 2 here. Beautiful. Our second round, we're going to take I'm going to offer you the option to take a wheel pose here, if that's in your practice, if you know where you're going, because I know some of you might be quite strong yogis. Now, if you're not sure about this one, please do not attempt it unless you really know where you're going. You want to keep yourself safe because I can't see all your videos. It makes it a little bit hard to keep you safe if I can't see what you're doing, particularly as you come into some of these more advanced poses. So maybe best to stick with something a little simpler if you're not feeling confident. Let's come on up, lift the hips on up into our bridge pose again. You got that option to clasp the hands underneath if that's where you're going. If you're feeling strong today, you can bring your hands around. If you know where you're going with your wheel pose, you can start to go there now. So we're going to pop our hands by thumbs by our ears, lift on up. We're going to push into the front of the legs, into the thighs. You may choose to come up onto the crown of your head first. This may be enough. If you want more, you can push all the way up and take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, lower on down. Tuck your chin if you come up. Come down to the shoulders first, then lower yourself down. And obviously you can hold for a little bit longer than that if you would like. Once you come on down, you may choose to take a little sway side to side with your knees. I obviously wanted to cue the safe way to come down before any of you felt you needed to come down. So I did come down quite quickly. Plus my wrists are also feeling a bit sensitive today, so please make sure you honour what your body needs. And if anywhere like wrists and that kind of thing is feeling a little sensitive, don't force yourself. Take a little hug of the knees in towards the chest. Maybe a little circle around. Bring the feet on down to the floor. We're going to take one more round here. So, you've got an option to stick with your bridge pose. You can come up into another wheel if you like. So take what works best for your body here, pushing the hips up, clasp the hands underneath, or bring your hands around if you're going into a wheel pose. I'm not going to go a wheel this time, but if you want to, it's there for you. Take about another 4 or 5 breaths here, wherever you are. If you're coming into wheel, pushing on up to the crown of your head first, and then pushing all the way up. Use your legs to push. Take some of the strain out of the arms. Take about 2 or 3 breaths up. Slowly tuck your chin if you're in wheel pose and coming on back down. Shoulders first, then lower everything down. Bridge pose, release the hands, release the hips to the floor. When you arrive, you may choose to take a little windscreen wiper of the knees. I know that always feels quite good on my low back. Beautiful, take another couple of breaths here. And let's come on into a happy baby. So, reaching up, grasping the ankles or the outside edges of your feet, and bring the head back down to the mat. Bring the knees to the armpits, take a little sway from side to side. And slowly release the feet down towards the floor again. Maybe give them a little hug in. Drop one foot to the floor. Pull the ankle to the knee. Or ankle crosses over the knee. Pull the bottom leg in. Taking a supine pigeon here. And release that foot. Take a changeover of those ankles. Pulling it in. Supine pigeon. Release that on down to the mat and release the legs out nice and long. Coming into our final pose for this morning, Shavasana. Releasing the body out nice and long. Closing down the eyes if that feels comfortable. Big deep breath in here. Slowly bringing a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. And then rolling over to your preferred side. And then from here, we slowly rise on up to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands to the heart center. And then bowing the head, thumbs come to the forehead in gratitude to those who've shared the room with us this morning. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Have an absolutely amazing day, whatever you have on. If you've got any comments or questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys again over the coming week or two. Thank you.